Hi everyone, welcome. It's Tara. Let's do the November channeling. So I just channeled it a couple days ago and I felt like I really needed to sit with the information before I spoke to you about it, because as I am in this space of expanded awareness, and when I channel, everything that I am channeling makes complete and absolute sense. And I don't feel like I need to explain it as I'm channeling, because this is strictly their words. So my goal is to give you their words and then also add the explanation of what it is that they're meaning to say through me. You could have a completely different interpretation of what you feel like it means for you. So that is what this is about, is interpreting the message as it comes in to you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is speak their message to you, and then when I feel ready to stop and interpret, I will. Okay. Dear ones, we speak to you today on the topic of shining. Shining your light, shining yourself. Dear ones, we see your struggle with the darkness and the light. We see you struggle with shining your own light. We see you asking us what this means to shine your light. And we say to you, dear ones, to shine your light means to be the truest aspect of yourself there is. Okay, let me pause right there, because I'm already hearing that they want me to explain this. The truest aspect of yourself. We all have our wounding from childhood. We all have this piece of people pleaser that we want to get rid of. We have places that we pretend to be someone that we are not. And what they are saying is, when we ask you to shine your light, not that you can't shine your light with all of this already still here, because we do. They're asking us to shine your light in the truest aspect of who we are. I think what they're asking us to do is to heal ourselves, so that we may be the most authentic version that we came here to be. This is something you will always be in practice of and with. You will always find opportunities to see yourself in another way, to release stored trauma that you didn't realize was there. You will always find a way for more of yourself that came here to evolve, to be released. Dear ones, you are always looking for more of you to be expressed in your life every day. You are always looking for ways to be the person you came here to be. Dear ones, you evolve at the pace you set for yourself before you came here. The pace you set is one that allows you to take in life, to take in your lessons you are here to learn. As you evolve on your self-made journey, you shine as you are to shine perfectly in this moment. You are to shine no more, no less brighter than you are in this moment. In the next moment, because of the lessons you learned in your last moment, you may shine brighter. Do you see what we are saying to you, dear ones? In each perfect moment, you are learning and you are growing. You are expanding and contracting. And as you do this, you shine to the capacity you have in that moment. Each moment of growth for you teaches you to shine a little brighter in the next moment, or not. You can never be off task for what you came here to do, dear one. Okay, let's talk about that paragraph, because that seems really powerful. Okay, so they say, you evolve at the pace you set for yourself before you came here. So what they are saying is, before we incarnate in this lifetime, we have set the pace for ourselves of growth that we came here to learn about, right? So we all came here to learn different lessons, And so they are saying that we set the pace before we landed, before we incarnated. Okay, the pace you set is one that allows you to take in life, to take in lessons that you are here to learn. As you evolve on your self-made journey, you shine as you are to shine perfectly in this moment. You shine no brighter. You are to shine no more or less brighter than you are in this moment. What they're saying is this moment, you are the perfection of you. What you are shining right now, what you are doing, how you are being is perfect. Okay, in the next moment, because of the lessons that we've just learned in the last moment, in the last hour, in the last day, then we can adjust and shift differently and shine brighter, shine differently than we're shining now. So I feel like that is what they're saying in this one, in this paragraph. In each perfect moment, you are learning and you are growing. You are expanding and contracting. This is how we learn. We expand, we contract. Like our breath, we expand, we contract. And as you do this, you shine to the capacity that you have in this moment. Oh, beautiful. Like that just sounds so beautiful. If the capacity that I have in this moment is 50%, is 20%, is 10%, that is perfect in this moment. There is nothing else that we are here to do other than be right here in this moment. Because this is where the learning occurs. This is where we learn our lessons, where we heal our wounds in this moment, not in 10 minutes down the road, in this moment. You can never be off task for what you came here to do, dear one. You are always on task. Okay. We invite you to change your thinking. If you are one who is constantly thinking you should be doing something else. You are always perfectly placed. And we say to you, if you do not like where you are placed, make the changes you need to make, dear ones. What do you need to change to shift your life to be in a different place? Is it a mental or emotional shift you need to make? Is it a physical shift you need to make? Dear ones, you can never be in the wrong place at the wrong time. You will always be at the right place at the right time. You're always at choice. So I feel like this is just continuing what they have just said in the last paragraph. When we're constantly thinking that we should be doing something else, I should be doing this. Oh, instead of that, I should be doing this. I mean, as a society, we are a constant need to be doing something society. And they are saying whatever you're doing in this moment is perfect. Because what if you are one who is constantly thinking, I need to do? At some point, you will realize, or not, that, wait a minute, I don't have to always be doing. I can just stop right now and I can stare out my window. I can just look around and wonder, I wonder what else is available in this moment. So they say, if you do not like where you are placed, make the changes you need to make, dear ones. So here they are inviting us. They are telling us we are always perfectly placed. We are always perfect in this moment that we are in. Yet, if we want a shift, if we want a change, what is it that we need to change? Is it a mental or emotional shift that we need to change? Do we need to look at our belief systems? What is it that we believe? Are we staunchly attached to our ego in our beliefs? If we let go of a belief, what does that mean about us? What have we made it mean? What is the story that we have created around our belief systems, around letting go of our beliefs. Okay, so those are mental, those are emotional. That's just one example. Is it a physical shift that you need to make? That could be physical in so many ways. Is it a move from something? We are at choice, is what they're saying. And if we do not like where we are at choice to make the shift, to make the change. We are always at choice. And with these choices you have created is the life you are living today. Perhaps you have chosen to remain silent and not speak. Where has that led you? Perhaps you have chosen to use your voice and be an advocate for yourself or others. Where has that led you? Perhaps you have chosen to remain in the middle of the road. Where has that led you? We ask you these questions, dear one, not to bring up feelings of shame or guilt, but rather to ask you if your choices you have birthed in this place is where you desire to be. Okay, so with the choices that we have created, is the life we are living today the life that we desire? If we have chosen to remain silent and not use our voice, is this where we want to be? Where has this led us? If we have chosen to use our voice and be an advocate, and this is only one example. I really got that when I was channeling this message of this is one example. And in my Instagram and Facebook, which we'll put the link down here below, that is exactly what we're talking about, is using our voice, being authentic, speaking our truth, what is true for us. And so if we have not used our voice, where has this led us? If we have used our voice and we do speak our truth, where has that led us? Perhaps we have remained in the middle of the road, not too quiet, not too vocal. Where has that led us? And with all of these different choices, it's set, they say, not to bring up feelings of shame and guilt, but rather to ask if the choices that we have birthed from this place are the place that we desire to be in. Okay, powerful. When you are on this planet of free will, we remind you that you are always at choice. Dear ones, you always have a choice. You have a choice to remain, or you have a choice to shift. There is neither good nor bad in the choices. They are choices that lead you to your next choice. And I feel like that is super explanatory in everything that we've covered so far. Each moment leads us to a choice, which leads us to the next moment. As we speak to you more in depth about shining and making the choices that you make on a daily basis, we also want to speak to you on deliberation. When you are deliberate in your choices, you are on task. When you are on purpose, making a choice with deliberation means you have thought and are making a conscious choice. You have thought about the act before making it. And after your deliberate choice you have made comes the next choice right behind it. Okay, I remember when I was channeling this a couple of days ago, I thought, okay, this is really interesting. Next we want to talk to you about deliberate choices and deliberation. And I thought, wow, where is this going? It's very clear that when we are deliberate in the choices that we make, not flippant, not just random off the cuff choices. When we are deliberate, it means that we have thought and are making conscious choices. So what they are inviting us to do is to be more aware of this present moment that we're in, to be more aware of the conscious choices that we are making each moment, because those conscious choices are what is leading us into the next moment. Okay. when we practice our deliberate choices, that is when we can take responsibility for our choices, for ourselves, for our actions, for the moment that we are in, that we can be in the next moment deliberately. That is super powerful for me. Making choices deliberately. And it feels like to me when I was reading this or channeling this and then rereading it, it felt almost like, oh my God, I have to make choices, deliberate choices all the time. That feels exhausting. When actually, again, because we are such a fast-paced society, a lot of us don't stop to decide the choices that we're making moment to moment. We just kind of make choices and we're on to the next moment. I feel like what they're saying, what they are asking is for us to slow down in the moment, think about what we are choosing to do, and make more deliberate choices. Slow down, I think, is what they're asking. I would love to hear your version, like what you get on all this. Okay. Dear ones, we speak to you today on shining and deliberate choices because we know you are at a crossroads now of choices and how they affect you. We desire to be as clear as possible with you that you are always at choice. You can speak or not. You can make a move or not. That is very direct. We speak to you today on shining and deliberate choice because we know you are at a crossroads. So wherever you are, whatever crossroads you are facing right now, you are at choice, is what they're saying. Your choices affect the next moment. And it might be a big choice. It might be a small choice. It might be something really incredible that you are choosing. And it might be something very small that you're choosing. They're just saying, we are at a crossroads. Be deliberate in your choice. Dear ones, we are always here to guide you on this journey. You need only ask us for our guidance, and we are here with you. We always are with you, dear ones. When you ask for our help, we provide you with the guidance you ask for. The guidance may not always be what you want to hear. We are guiding you along with your higher self, dear ones. You are receiving the information that is for your highest and best good. You need not act on the information you receive immediately. It may take some time to act. It may take you months or years to act on the information you receive. You may not be ready to make the choice. Or you may be ready to decide to take deliberate action now. And this we say to you, this is part of your journey. Perhaps there are more lessons to learn before you make your choice. Or perhaps you have made choices that led to this immediate action. Okay. So that gives more clarity on deliberation. Is that because we are at a crossroads, they are asking us to be present in this present moment as we make these deliberate choices. And they say that they are always with us, that they want us to ask for their help. You don't need me to always be the middleman. You can ask for their help. These are the beings, these today are the guardians of the light. You can call upon them. And what they're saying is they are guiding you with your higher self, guiding you for the highest and best of you. And the messages that we receive from them may not always be what we want to hear. They may not even be what we think. Like it may be something completely different than what we thought we were going to hear. For me in the past, what I have experienced is I ask for something or I ask for guidance. Sometimes I get exactly like a yes or a no, or do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. Other times I get really interesting responses, and I just trust that this random response that I'm getting is part of the path. And so I sit with that for a while and let it simmer, and then continue on my journey. And then maybe a day or two later, whatever the guidance was that I received will show up, and I will think, oh, that's what that meant. For me, I think it always has to happen in the present moment. Like right now, as I'm receiving the message, I need to take action. When in fact, we don't. We are receiving the message. Maybe sometime in the next few hours, the next few days, the next month, we will know more on, oh, that's what that meant. Okay, now I feel like I can take guided, deliberate action on the questions that I was asking. Okay, I think that was good on that one. Let's go to the next paragraph. Dear ones, as we speak to you, you learn to hold our frequency. You learn to hold higher frequencies each time you read our words, hear us speak. You allow yourself to receive our words into your system, which in turn changes your vibration. This is part of your contract, dear ones. Your vibration can be raised at any time. When you are open to receiving a higher frequency, your body asks for it. Know this to be truth, dear ones. Okay, so whether you are reading the material, the transcript, whether you're listening to them through my words, what they are saying as we speak to you, you learn to hold their frequency. You learn to hold a higher frequency each time you read the words, you listen to the words. You allow yourself to receive it into your system. Like this is our system, right? So it changes our vibration. And it changes our vibration. I will just say this completely for myself, although I'm hearing them say, nope, this is for everyone. It allows us, this frequency change allows us to make these deliberate, conscious choices. And our body knows what to do with these frequencies. Our body welcomes these new frequencies. Dear ones, we close today reassuring you that you are perfect in your actions, in your choices, your moves, your inactivity. Your choices happen at the perfect moment. Dear ones, we are the guardians of the light and we will return to you soon. Okay, let me just see if there's anything else that wants to come through, dear ones. We see you and we speak to you today through this human being that has chosen to be our channel. And we have spoken to you on the vibration and the frequency change that you receive each time you hear us, each time you read our words. And we say to you, yes, dear ones, this is very real. Your doubt amuses us, dear ones, because that is of the ego. Your body recognizes this frequency change, this frequency upgrade. You know this to be true in your body, dear ones. And as we have spoken to you today, allow these words to resonate throughout your being. We say to you, know your truth. Know yourself, dear ones. Allow this truth to become solid within you. Allow it to be known to you like no other. Allow your own truth to be known to you, dear ones, as you know the front and back of your best friend, of your child. You know the ins and outs of them, oftentimes more than you know yourself, dear ones. This is your invitation to become. Your invitation to becoming. Dear ones, we see you today in this curiosity, in this wonderment that you are in of frequency changes and vibration changes. We hear your questions, dear one, as we answer them silently to you. As you sit in this frequency and vibration, dear ones, we ask you, we invite you, recognize it in your body. Where do you feel it? Do you see it? Where do you know it to be, dear ones? Yes. This is your truth. And as you awaken on this journey, beautiful beings of light, we commend you for showing up every day. We commend you for being here on this planet, dear ones, right now, being the beautiful being that you came here to be. And through our words, dear ones, you feel this shift, this vibrational resonance. Dear ones, this resonance is your truth. We love you, we see you, we hear you. Love is love, dear ones. And we are the beings of light to return soon. Whew, okay. Let me know how this landed, how this resonated, what you also received that I haven't even mentioned in here. I would love to know.